Bitcoin heading to a very important level. Is this the moment that we see the giant breakout that lots of people have been talking about? There are some crazy things going on in the background that I'm going to show you as to why this market right now is incredibly bullish, as well as, well, something you definitely won't expect. This is a big moment for Bitcoin. It's a big moment for cryptocurrency. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. So let's start here with Polymarket. The view is 72% of people believe that Bitcoin will make an all-time high back before we end 2024. Now, this would obviously be post around $72,500. So this is a significant amount, actually, that people believe with nearly $600,000 worth of leverage against it, which I think could be pretty interesting. Now, you may say, okay, 2-bit, that's fine. People can predict the market's going to move, but what's actually going on? Why are we going to see this market move? And ultimately, how is it driving? Well, when you look at some technical charts, it kind of gives us a bit of an interesting pattern. You can see here the 2-week moving average indicating a significant push to the upside. This is absolutely aligned to what we've seen in history and, more importantly, what we expect coming. You can see here back in 2021, this was the bull market cycle after this consolidation in the green, and then the big push, all linked back to RSI. You see back here in 2017, a pretty similar pattern, and then again back 2013, 2014 as well. And we've done our consolidation. It feels like we've been in this consolidation phase, forever. But we are now looking like we are set to make that strong move with the 2-year realized price heading above the 200 moving average. So this is a strong indication that market sentiment is sitting with us. You can also flip here, and we touched a little bit on ETFs yesterday, but look at this, 5,802 Bitcoin purchased today by BlackRock. And I talked about this the back end of last week. I talked about it over the weekend that I absolutely expected BlackRock to come out and buy, and they did exactly that. Interestingly enough, we actually could end up with a positive inflow for Grayscale, although they did have an outflow of about 9 Bitcoin today, 31 over the course of the week, but they could buy tomorrow. I truly believe we are set to see a further big rally for Bitcoin, and I further believe that we're going to see BlackRock buying more. This is really interesting because actually the price is holding up around 66.5 to 67. It's just moving a little bit. We'll take a look at the price chart in just a second. But with all of these institutionalized money coming in, why is Bitcoin not skyrocketing? What's going on? Why fundamentally is it there? Well, the reality is that people are flipping back into the stock market. We touched on it on the live stream. People are removing from risk assets. So whether that's people with big wallets, big funds, big Bitcoin holdings, it's not necessarily institutional money because they're already in the stock market as well. What we do know, though, in my opinion, is they are loading up. They are front running what we all know that's coming, which is a stabilization of the stock market and people looking to leverage then against risk assets, namely being Bitcoin. Now, we've seen a significant rally in Bitcoin dominance. This obviously doesn't bode well for altcoins. Don't be fooled, though. We could absolutely see this continue to move. Bitcoin dominance sitting around 57.7%. Don't forget, we've been as high as 65, 70% in top end of bull markets. Where the challenge comes is everything else mixed in. Ethereum only at 13.6%. So we do need to be mindful and bring you right back and bump you down to earth. We're only at a $2.31 trillion market cap. People are still predicting $6 to $8 trillion in the top end of the bull market. So we still got a lot of room to move. Fear and greed index holding up here around 60, which is obviously good news as well. Now, there is other catalysts coming to the market, and you may not see them. I'm at the minute just working through some of the BlackRock institutional investors. I'm going to have that ready for you guys probably within the next 24 or 36 hours. So hit that subscribe button so you're not going to miss that one. But guess what? Today announced Morgan Stanley holding $272 million worth of spot Bitcoin ETFs with their new SEC filing. This isn't the only one. We are seeing significant hedge funds, investment funds, banks, and everyone else are all starting to buy into these ETFs. You don't get an inflow of 5,800 Bitcoin, $340 million if it isn't down to some banks or some institutionalized money. So understand exactly what's going on. This is the final step, the final opportunity, I believe, for a lot of people to get in. Those bears that are calling for 40K, it's simply not going to happen. I absolutely believe now we're on the move. When you look at the technicals, and we're here, interestingly enough, on the hour chart for Bitcoin, well, what have we got? We saw that first initial test and rejection back here in the early part of the 15th of October. We then did exactly the same with a really confident breakthrough and actually rallied up to 68,000. Now, again, that was a significant purchase on the price of Bitcoin that then obviously came back down. Nothing too, you know, crazy. We then obviously then had the retest, of which we got rejected marginally, came back up, and then broke back down underneath. So where are we at now? Well, you can see Bitcoin starting to rally. In the last hour, we look like we're setting up for another retest around $67,536. What are we looking for? We want to see this breakthrough. In an ideal world, we probably want to hang on a little bit to those US markets open, but a breakthrough with volume, a comeback down, the retest followed by the breakout. Now, we've been talking about the W pattern. You can kind of see it forming very, very slowly in here. And interestingly enough, this could be the breakout. Yes, we might get another rejection as well at the same time, but you kind of see this pattern starting to form. This is a bullish pattern on the W pattern. This should signify as a strong move. This is going to be the key though, breaking through this reserve, and ultimately this resistance level. But once we do that, understand the market's about to go crazy. Let's see what BlackRock does tomorrow. As always, let me know what you think in the comments down below. How bullish are you on Bitcoin? Could we even see 68, 69, 70k in the next 3 days? Quite possibly. As always, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget, we've partnered up with MEXC to offer you brilliant opportunities to trade futures over on their platform. $8,000 worth of bonuses, as well as a 10% rebate on all your trading over there. So do check out the links, as always, in the description to support you in this absolutely crazy bull market that's about to hit us. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.